guys what I did this year. Actually, 2 weeks ago. I did this because we were going out of town to Santa Fe almost for a week, and my sister had offered, or not offered, but I asked her to water the garden for me because I have way too many things and they would die by the time I come back. So during the time when my kids got back to school, what, 2-3 weeks ago, when they were at school, I started doing drip irrigation in the backyard. I've done it in the front already for my garden, my flower bed in the front, but the back I've not done, so I thought I better do it so then that way she doesn't have so much to water. So what I did was, back in here, I bought this at one point and never finished it off. Let me see. I'm not good with the camera, I'm sorry. But here, there's a 4 split. I probably could do with 2, but you know, I thought, well, I'll just do the 4. And if I use it, I use it. If I don't, you know, it's fine. But this one here goes to the hose, right? And then this one I use for drip irrigation. So this one here is a backflow preventer. It prevents any water, like contaminated water, to go back into your house. And then this here is a PSI 25, which is pounds per inch, 25, which gives the pressure of the water coming out. Like the water from your house coming out to the faucet might be really strong. I don't know how much ours is, but it prevents it from being too high where it pops off any emitters that you have in your irrigation. So this is, you know, it's kind of a reduction of water pressure. And then here, this is a fitting that connects to that, so then you can connect your poly tubing or your any type of irrigation tubing that you would have. And that I connected this, which is a black poly, and that doesn't have any emitters on it, so then you can connect it to where once you get to your garden is where you start to either connect different emitters to it or connect a tubing that has emitters already set in it. So I will explain that further down here. What I did was I have tubing run across this flower bed here all the way to my hydrangeas over there. So you could, I did the whole back, and then I ran some line to my previous 2 raised beds that I have, and this year I added this new raised bed, so I have a total of 3. Those 2 have been there since last year, and then this one here was added this year. So originally my husband and I dug up a trench, like I think at first we didn't dig low enough, and I didn't like the fact that it was kind of just in case it gets cut by the lawnmower. I don't think it would, because it was low enough, but we dug a little deeper. And let me see if I got, you can probably see the line here. See the grass? We dug in and then bury the tube, buried poly tube under there, and then right here, let's see, right here underneath this thing, I used another elbow. This is called an elbow. So I used an elbow underneath here so then I can raise the tube upward, because you cannot just use the tube and bend it, because it'll kink and that will just cause your water not to run through. So what you do is use an elbow down here, and then put another piece of tube here, and then put an elbow here, right? And then I ran it across. Let's see, I might not be showing you guys what I'm seeing. I'm not holding the camera right. But anyways, the it would run across, and then this here is a T So then you can attach the, continue on and then attach it this way to go adjacent to this line. So I did 1, 2, 3 tees down that way. And then right here, I ran out of tees, so that's why my garden doesn't look complete. I've ordered some more, so maybe once I get more in, I will show you guys how I complete this. I'm just out of tees to finish this yard. And so these here, I bought at Home Depot, and you guys, it's cheaper to go to Home Depot than Lowe's because I bought these at Home Depot and it was maybe 32, with 32 plus, $32 and something cents, and it was cheaper by $10 because Lowe's was 42 something. So anyways, the emitters are 12 inches apart. So you see here's one, and that's another 12 inches. That's another. So there's an emitter here, but this plant was looking kind of not happy, I think, because I have it set for 30 minutes or so. Guess I can increase it, but since I wasn't in town, I thought I better make sure that it gets watered right so my sister doesn't have to worry about making sure it's happy. I added these emitters right here. These are, I think, up to 14 gallons. If you twist it, if you want more water, you twist it some more. That way it will, emit more water. I'll turn it on in a little bit to show you guys what it looks like when it's watering. But this one here just does the dripping, which is good. That's the reason why you do drip irrigation, is if you continue to drip in the same spot, it keeps going and going down to your roots, the roots of your plant, which makes it happy. Because the deeper you can get to the roots, the happier it is. Because when you water by spray, it just kind of, if you water deep, that means you have to water and then come back and water again and again, because it keeps going down and the soil, the water gets into the soil later, but it kind of runs off rather than keeps going down. So I try to target each plant. Like here, that's what's bad about planting and then putting drip, because you don't know where your drip will be at the time. So the drip is right here. It's right here, and my plant is right here. So I added another spray here, and so I targeted the spray where each plant is. Gosh, I just cannot. That's why my son's better at this. My 10-year-old son is my cameraman. It was my husband, but he just, he goes to work and he's not, he doesn't have the time to do it for me. So then my son has decided he really likes to do it. So he's been my cameraman and my editor. They're just amazingly smart, right? Children are so smart. So I target it, even though there's an emitter right here, I added a spray here just to make sure. I mean, the worst thing you can do, the worst thing is if you feel that you have enough water somewhere, or later if you plant something else and you don't need these emitters anymore, you can use a goof plug and plug it in, and that would be fine. It just, seals it off, so you don't have to worry about it. But so then right here, like I told you, I ran out of tees, right? So I did this. I added this little tube, and then I used an emitter right here. Let's see if you guys can see it. This emitter, this red piece, this is a 2 gallon. So that means every hour you water, you get 2 gallons. So if I do 30 minutes, I get 1 gallon. So 1 gallon of water hits that spot, right? And I did the same for the tomato over there. So anyways, let me show you guys. Let me turn it on and show you guys how that spray works. I really need to get this faucet fixed. So here we go. so that's how it sprays out. And some plants need more water than others, but seems to be, especially the zucchini over there in the corner, has been doing really well because it needs to be at least 4 inches down where it's moist for it to be healthy and stay, wouldn't dry out. But anyways, I hope this helps you guys, and you know, don't feel intimidated about doing it. Just do sections at a time. Each section you do, you don't have to water again. So try working on that. I'm so happy I did it, because it's so much better where I don't have to water every single thing. But thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.